Hey guys, how's it going? Swazes here. Hope everyone is well. It's Sunday the 22nd of September 2024. The markets are closed. The cryptocurrency markets are live. Please read the disclaimer in your own time. This is simply for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is not any sort of professional advice. Links to our disclaimers will be in the description box of this YouTube video along with any relevant timestamps. Now, I'm going to try and make this video relatively quick, relatively short, right? Because we've already covered a lot of stuff. It's going to be RIVN, on RIVN Automotive Incorporated. We've covered a lot with this company in the past month or so. I did a podcast that I dropped on the 25th of August last month. RIVN is at a critical level and you need to know about it, right? With two exclamation, what do you call them? Exclamation points? Is that what you call them? It's done quite well. I mean, it's done quite well. It's not as many views as I thought it would, but no problem. I'm not big in America at all. I'm not big anywhere, but you know what I'm saying, right? I don't have that many followers in the United States because traditionally, what I've done, right, what I've done with Swayze's charts, traditionally, I've dropped thousands and thousands of charts and analyses on London stuff. Right, London market, should I say? I've done a bit of American stuff intermittently over the years, but predominantly my analysis and my ideas and my podcasts have been because I'm based in the United Kingdom. I'm in the north of England, north of the UK, in the northwest, in a county called Lancashire, and that's where I'm based. Not that it matters, because we have access now with technology. We can pretty much, approach any market. But what happened was with RIVN, I noticed it was being ramped right a couple of months ago by rather large institutions, and I thought, why are they ramping it? So I did a chart on it, and I noticed that there was shout out to Foodball, by the way. That was a cracking winner. Great analysis, even though I say so myself, you know what I mean? But anyway, and I noticed that it was being ramped right, so I charted it out, and I said to my pal Bob, my co-developer of Trifusion AI, which is Insightful Stock Mastery, using artificial intelligence, our own unique GPT neural net, using high-end financials, fundamentals, and technicals to figure out where the markets may want to go. I'll put a link to Bob's X account on because he's definitely worth a follow on in the YouTube description box. So yeah, RIVN caught my eye, charted it out. It was being ramped by a large spread bet organizations, and I thought, what's going on there? So I did the charting on it, and I quickly realized, as per the detailed analysis from August guys, which I did it already in the podcast, hence this chart, it's been in this particular compartmentalization. Looking at the daily chart, we can see that RIVN, by the way, closed on the Nasdaq at $11.71. Friday just gone, down 10.95%. So a bit of a sell-off there. And volume was 77.633 million. So a reasonable volume and, a solid bearish candle. Now, I did the analysis. I don't want to say I told you so, right? Because that's what I'm not about to say I told you so, right? I'm about building up companies. I'm pro RIVN 100%. But at the end of the day, right, markets do move up and markets move down. There are trends, are there not, in the markets, right? There are patterns of bearish reversal patterns. And as a technical analysis with my own unique system of TA, which I've developed over many years, which is retroactive back testing with forward projection channel methodology. That's my system. Right. Plus now we've got our supercharged AI, which understands 100 systems of technical analysis, which is superhuman, for which we published in-depth reports recently and made them available for anyone that's interested in reading them. Right. RIVN has sold off. It has hit resistance levels. Look, I mean, the thing is, right, you've got to realize with this company, right, it's debted up to its eyeballs, right, which is not a major issue, right? Bearing in mind, it's got a huge market cap of about 12 point, what is it? What is the market cap? $12.5 billion, right? But it is debted. It's heavily leveraged on debt. It's heavily leveraged on debt. It's got a negative EBITDA number. right? Because of its debt. But there are a lot of pros, a lot of positives, but there's also some negatives as well, because it's it's an emerging EV manager automotive company with huge outgoings and a high cash burning, right? But anyway, I digress. But there's reasons why, obviously, apart from market makers moving the markets, there's reasons why markets move the way they do. And understanding the intricate trifactor of disciplines will put you in very, very good stead. So we don't need to rely on trolls and quote unquote experts or anyone like me waffling on, going on with himself about what he thinks. When you can start drawing your own charts, coming up with your own ideas, set yourself free, literally. All right. Anyway, so look, guys, we're in this downtrend that I drew, right? And then we've got this asymmetrical descending triangle, which the market has done about 70-80% of the cycle by the looks of it, roughly, maybe 75% of the cycle. Okay, what do I mean by that? Look, you can see the cycle. It's hit that level the September 2022, then it's hit a level April 2023 at the bottom, then it's come back up, it's hit another level July 2023, it's come back down, it's retested at that level again, December 2023, and then recently of this year, April 2024, in this asymmetrical descending downtrend, price hit another level of the lows, and up it came again, and then recently, fast forward, it's compartmentalized the action, and let's look at this reversal pattern right now. In the last video on the analysis that I did, guys, I explained in intricate detail what RIVN Automotive would need to do to defeat this pattern that I'd drawn in, and it needed to close just over $16.50. I think it was 54 or something like that, 55 a share. Didn't do that. Subsequently, couldn't get over various EMAs, consolidated, boom. Now the issue we've got, right, what I've done, by the way, this you see this like light pink channel or light purple channel? I've drawn this in as a bullish scenario which will help to enable RIVN to break out of this two-year cycle that we're currently locked in on the macro, right? So this is a trend reversal idea of mine. How have I drawn it? Just to very briefly summarize, because I didn't go over this particular channel last time. We were looking at bearish scenarios. I drew in this channel a couple of days after the last podcast. Touch dominant trend line, right? There you go. Touch. Multiple touches, okay? Cloned that trend line, because that's the touch dominant trend line, stuck it to this swing low, which RIVN gave us on like April 2024 this year. Okay, that then gives us a channel. That then gives us a virtual structure which the market could use to break out of this larger macro downtrend. That's my idea. The issue we've got is we've got lower lows of just under $10 a share. That price may want to test next week or tomorrow when the market opens. Yeah, which is next week, right? Yeah, there you go. So that's the scenario. Now the issue we've got, there's a couple of scenarios that might play out, right? Price may not want to go to sub $10 a share or $10 a share. A lot of commentators on X are saying, if we just do a quick search, that the gap's filled with RIVN. And they're saying that after, obviously, a lot of them are saying that, no disrespect, but a lot of them are saying that after price has already moved down. I was warning, obviously, that this level may be sought out by the market makers like well over a month ago. And by the way, give us a like, follow, subscription, retweet, reshare. Really appreciate it. And I'll put the links to all my platforms in the description box of the video. Because look, we did a Substack report on it. Did a Substack report on the pros and cons, and trying to be objective on RIVN here. So we've now got Substack. I'm on new Stock Twits as well. That seems to be very popular in America. Shout out to Stock Twits. I've started dropping charts on there as well, and then obviously we've got our Trifusion AI report, which I've made available. It's been available now for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, let's just jump back to the charts. So the issue we've got, right? If price does, want to head to this lower low here tomorrow or subsequently in the days following, you got $10 a share, right? Roughly. It's like, let's just call it $10 a share, all right? Makes it easier to explain. If price does jump down there and this channel idea is right, we've got a level of support, and then price is going to jump back up and start retesting this 2-year macro downtrend. Price might do that tomorrow. Buyers may come in and it might start retesting. But look, guys, we have a level of resistance. And this is how it goes, right? Look, you can go long anytime you want, but if you're going long at a critical level where there's resistance up ahead, you're turning it into a binary play. What do I mean by that? It's 50-50. It's a flip of a coin, isn't it? Because you could go long and it could be the exact time that price decides to break out and challenge that stubborn level of resistance that it's not been able to get out for 2 years consistently. Okay, these patterns are real, guys. Technical analysis is a real thing, right? There's many detractors of TA, but I challenge that. I challenge that idea. I challenge the detractors and say, prove me wrong. Don't just give me an emotionally filled ad hominem attack, right? Shout out to my trolls and detractors. You can have a counter opinion, of course, but you got to bring an argument, right? At the end of the day, yeah, I'm bringing fundamentals, financials, and technicals with a proven system. I might be wrong, of course, but I've not been wrong so far in my analysis. And looking at the evidence of what price has recently done, we might want to start testing lower lows. The issue we've got, right, if you're an investor, right, the issue you've got if you're an investor with RIVN Automotive Incorporated, guys, is if it does want to test $10 and it doesn't like it, it might want to test $6. If you're looking for an entry, even better. Even better. At those levels, you're going to have more shares for your dollar, right, at the end of the day, right? But there you go. I mean, it's key levels. These are key levels on the charts. Right, when we zoom out, we look at the macro play, look at the way that the EMA, 200 EMA has been moving and interacting. But the good news is we've got a convergence, a relative convergence of EMAs that if price does want to come over, challenge that stubborn level on the charts, okay, could break out. I'd rather see price reverse, challenge these stubborn levels of resistance and break out. Look, what I'll do, guys, as usual, I'll put links to everything in the description box of the video, including my chart ideas, including my last podcast, and including all my links to my other medias. Please give us some support. I appreciate all the new American followers. Seem to be doing quite well. Been following and analyzing. Can't even speak properly. Been following and analyzing some very interesting American companies. Shout out to him and hers. Did an analysis on that recently with a Substack article as well. Of course, we've done a lot of work with RIVN. Of course, had a great success with Fubo TV. I called The Bounce with Fubo recently, a month or so ago. That was a fabulous winner. That had a lot of views and impressions on Twitter and X. Peloton, I called Peloton as a winner. I've called CCL, Carnival, cruise lines, called that as a winner, American winner. I called Tesla not so long ago. That was a massive winner. So yeah, we're making a lot of got a couple of moves wrong as well. I've had to rechart a couple of moves which I got wrong. Not the end of the world. I wasn't offering entries. I was looking organically how they were moving. EasyJet, by the way, that was a recent winner for the FTSE. Shout out to EasyJet Airlines. What a winner that was. Oh yeah, here's the HIMS chart as well. I've got that down as bullish, by the way. But yeah, it's fascinating. I think I've drawn TRX Gold recently as well. One of my American followers asked me to take a look at it, and I did. And I like the way it looks. Low volume. Volume needs to increase with TRX. TPR, that's another American company that I've... there's the CCL win as well that we dropped. So yeah, I mean, having a bit of early success with American companies. Really enjoying dipping my toe into the Nasdaq and the New York Stock Exchange. Please give us a follow though, guys. Unless we get your support, shout out to Mark. He's been very supportive. He's a gentleman over in the United States. Shout out to Mark and Blake as well, and to Phoenix Printer Repair. He's been very, very supportive. John Walden, thank you, John. I really appreciate your support and your messages. So yeah, I've really enjoyed dipping my toe into TRX. Definite shout out to Top Rank Capital for your support. You've been very, very supportive and very helpful. I'm a student of technical analysis at the end of the day, guys. You know, and I'm just learning like anybody else. I've developed my own system, and I'm using artificial intelligence with Bob, and we're trying to get better and improve our game. We want to be able to guess. Vodafone was a winner recently as well. That was a nice little winner. We want to be able to try and figure out which way the market makers are going to move. And if we can figure that out, we can try and become more successful and proficient in our calculations. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. Thank you for your time. God bless you all, and I'll see you all when that bell rings tomorrow.